In 7 years, MANSUR ALIYU has fought at least 16 court cases of land being taken unjustly, but lost most of them. The lawyer and activist says the poor are up against the powerful who have the resources to manipulate the judiciary.
I handled a case where a local traditional leader used area court judges and succeeded in usurping lands from peasant farmers who had nothing apart from that farm, and they were rendered in abject poverty. I know many. Equally among the politicians.
He says many landowners and witnesses are being intimidated into silence. Across Nigeria, there is a huge demand for land for housing projects and industrial units. In many cases, developers use force to encroach upon farmland and evict poor farmers from their holdings. MURTALA YUSUF chose to sell 2 of his 3 farms rather than lose them all.
The rich people invade our villages and use their enormous amounts of money to convince or even coerce poor villagers to sell them lands. As a result, many have now lost their source of livelihood and have become destitute.
Nigeria's population grows by 3% each year, the same rate as urbanization. But as rich and powerful Nigerians buy up more land, experts fear that the government and the poor may soon struggle to find enough for agriculture and development. Experts say even protected forest land is being targeted. They say the elite are enabled by weak laws and corruption.
The land use decree itself allows people to acquire large parcels of land, which they now fence off, so that poor people are increasingly being pushed to the margins. Once you fence off the land, they are pushed off. Who are these poor people? Poor farmers, poor herders, who are increasingly being pushed to the margin of society as far as land acquisition is concerned.
Developers acknowledge that the odds favor the rich, but say most often it's the poor who approach buyers themselves.
Even if you have access by virtue of inheritance, you still need substantial part of money to regularize with the government. So that's a challenge. So it really is a challenge for the poor people to have access to a land. So, it's business. You buy, you keep. Interestingly, it is the family landowners, the group, the villagers that sells to the developer, who now goes to government to apply for approval, to apply for permits and what have you.
Activists warn that unless the government puts an end to unrestrained and sometimes illegal acquisitions, Nigeria could soon face conflicts bigger than those the country is currently dealing with. Ahmed Idris, Jazeera, Birnin Kebbi.